There it is over there. See it on the other side of the racetrack on the count of three. Everybody go, yay! 1, 2, 3. Now we're ready. L firing off the national points leader. Logan Seavey got a first one to light it up. Down the front straightaway as we get set to go with Dirt Draft Hot Laps. And again, I'll remind you that they drafted their way into their heat races tonight. They got to pick the heat race they wanted to be in. So that will line them up for qualifying. You qualify against your heat tonight. From the heat races, we will take the race winner and the top 4 in passing points. We'll advance to the A main event. And Drake York, you must have caught someone else.
I actually didn't catch somebody else, Chet, but I was just thinking about a conversation I had with Logan Seavey after the BC 39. We're talking about how badly he wanted to win that race, and I said, well, I mean, you've won a lot of big races before. What's really left for you? He says, well, I've won the overall at the Hangtown, but I haven't won the 100 yet. And, of course, this is Logan's home track. He started racing sprint cars here a number of years ago, and I know Turkey Night is on his agenda, too, that he really wants to win. So I'd say watch for Logan Seavey to be very aggressive this week. And I know he just wants to win here at Placerville Speedway so bad with the National Midgets.
So get them all pushed off and lined up here. Dirt Draft Hot Laps. And again, you cannot set a track record in Hot Laps, but to give you an idea where we are, 11.397 the track record. Tanner Thorson set it back in 2021. But again, you qualify against your heat race, the top 8 fastest cars. Not only do you get points for your qualifying, but that also inverts you, so the top 8 fastest cars inverted in each of the heat races. Heat race winner and the 4 top points earners overall advance from each of the 4 heats tonight. Everybody else, the Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts semi-feature events. So taking 4 out of the semi, so 24-car starting field here on night number 1 of the Hangtown 100. So 4 coming out of the Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts semi-feature event. So not the normal 22-car starting field we're used to with the NOS Energy Drink National Midget Series. To remind you who's in this group as we watch the 68 of Emerson Axum down the back straightaway. Taylor Reimers out here in the 25K. Team Ez in the 7X. The 00, Jake Andriotti. Caden Sorali in the 14T. The 57 of Logan Seavey. 71E of Mariah E. Chase Johnson in the 31. And the 19T of Mitchell Moles. All in group number 1. What will be heat race number 1. We get set to fire them off here, and a little bit of heat in the engines as they've been sitting for a tad down in the infield. Again, sitting at almost 2,000 feet in elevation out here. Current temperature 57 degrees in Placerville. So just a little heat welcome for these 4 cylinders of Fury. So muffler roll in effect out here, the California muffler, which is a little steeper on the DBs than what you find in other places throughout the country. And you see that on the sprint cars as well. So sound control. So the midget's just a little quieter. Still feisty. Checkered flag coming out on session number 1. Emerson Axum, the number 68 car in that P1 spot, goes a 12.173 for Axum. He's your quickest overall. Taylor Reimer, second quick at the 25K. Logan Seavey, third quick. Jake Andriotti, and then Mitchell Moles, your top 5 in group number 1. So that'll bring out group number 2. The second group set to report on to the racetrack. This second group should be comprised of the 71 of Jade Avedissian out of Clovis, California. Pengrove, California runner Buddy Kofoid in the 67K. Bixby, Oklahoma racer Kenna McIntosh beyond wheel of the 86. The 14 of Braden Sharamonte out of El Cajon, California. Tehachapi, California's Shannon McQueen in the number 7. Blake Bauer out of Brentwood, California. The 9, Kyle Bauman out of Los Angeles in the 31B. Dason Pursley, another Oklahoma racer, beyond wheel of the 19, and then Corey Day out of Clovis in the number 4, all coming out in this group. So Timez headed back pit side on the quad looking for something. They will qualify out of the infield. So you can see them pull the infield. You see the work crews down here getting set to go to work on those cars, but we'll push off group number 2 of 4 for Dirt Draft Hot Laps. So again, Emerson Axum so far the quickest time at 12.173. That track record 11.397. So not too far off for group number 1 coming out onto the racetrack. Also, if you're not from around the area, maybe tuned in watching on FloRacing, those of you out in the grandstands probably know this, but we had rain yesterday. And actually the night before we had rain as well. So a little bit of moisture falling out here in Placerville. We'll send it down with Drake.
Well, Chet, one of the unique parts of the Placerville Speedway is after you come off the racetrack for hot laps, before qualifying, you go to the infield, and a lot of teams bring down their mules. I just saw Thomas Meserol jump straight out of his car, still in full uniform, head restraint and helmet still on, and he just booked it back to the pit area to get some parts and pieces that he thinks they need to go better in qualifying. But I don't think I've ever seen that at Placerville. And here comes Timez right now coming into the infield, still in full uniform, bringing back some parts and pieces to make that car a little bit better for Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. But Chet, as I've said, I've been watching racing for Placerville Speedway for a long time. I don't think I've ever seen a driver do that before.
Quick on the little four-wheeler, there's no doubt about it. So Buddy Kofoid out onto the racetrack now, 67K car. Picked up the win last year. That's your defending Hangtown 100 winner. He's looking to go back-to-back. And actually, we have yet to have a two-time winner of the Hangtown 100. So something to keep in mind. Our overall ProSource Passing Master points still in play out here at the Hangtown 100. Dason Pursley leads that. He has passed 188 cars. Logan Seavey's passed 152. Justin Grant, 120. Emerson Axum, 117. And then Shane Cottle, 106. That's your top 5 in the overall ProSource Passing Master point standings. A nice little bonus at the end of the year, courtesy of ProSource. We thank them for that. Championship point standings. Logan Seavey again just about has it wrapped up, and show up points only tonight. Tomorrow night will be feature event points only, but Seavey a considerable lead over Justin Grant, Brian Wiedemann, Dason Pursley, and Ryan Timms, your top 5. It's the 86 of Kenna McIntosh idles his way down into turn number 1 and 2. A change of scenery for him late in the season for the driver behind the wheel of the CB Industries number 86, Gear Wrench TRD, pristineauction.com, now driving for Chad Boat for the Bixby, Oklahoma racer. Set a couple quick times on the season, has not visited victory lane with the NOS Energy Drink National Midget Series. Jade Avedissian, the 71 car, just signed a deal with Toyota for the next 5 years and put out a press release about it. You can read all about it, but coming into this with the Peels Citrus, Fowler Packing, sponsors on the side of the 71 car, and had a good run here last year and is looking to have more of the same. She'd like to pick up a win here on this West Coast swing in a big way. She picked up the Extreme Midget Championship in 2023. So that championship worked hard for it. Quite the battle in the Extreme Series. And she said if she could get a win with the NOS Energy Drink National Midget Series, it'd just be a capper on a stellar season for the 71 car. Checkered flag coming out on group number 2. Canna McIntosh into the number 1 spot now at 12.052. 12.052 for McIntosh. He goes P1. Emerson Axum bumped down to second quick. Jade Avedissian third quick in the 71 car. Braden Sharamonte fourth quick. And Taylor Reimer now fifth quick in the 25K. As group number 2 rolls to the infield, we'll bring out group number 3, the third group. We'll have Gilbert, Arizona racer Hayden Reinbold behind the wheel of the 19AZ car. Ione, California runner Justin Grant in the number 2. Gavin Miller from Allentown, Pennsylvania in the 97. Then Flying Ryan Timms, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma racer, the number 67. Joining us in the third group, Bryant Wiedemann out of Colby, Kansas, the 81. The 73 of David Gasper out of Goleta, California. The 99 AU of Carson Macedo from Lemoore, California. And then Galloway, Ohio racer Jacob Denny in the 25. And Landon Brooks out of Rio Oso, California, the 57W, all coming out in group number 3 of 4 for Dirt Draft Hot Laps. Don't forget to get your Dirt Draft lineup kind of penciled in here after his hot lap session. Then you can tweak on it after qualifying. But again, a different format here tonight. So she's going to be tough on Dirt Draft. You can download the Dirt Draft app or go to dirtdraft.com. When you sign up, use that promo code USAC and pick your USAC t-shirt. You get one with a midget, sprint car, or silver crown. All out there to be had on Dirt Draft with the promo code USAC. And again, this 6-race swing, we have a leaderboard up on Dirt Draft, and the winner gets a custom trophy. Top 25 in points earn Speed Shop bonus points that you spend in the Dirt Draft Speed Shop for all kinds of cool stuff. From, well, you can even get pit passes on it. So we get set to bring out group number 3 of 4.
Hey, race fans, it's time to fuel up. NOS Energy is proud to fuel USAC fans and teams this race season. Stop by the NOS Energy sampling pod for a complimentary NOS Energy. It's crazy good taste with the right amount of energy to fuel victory. Follow NOS on social at NOS Energy Drink to learn more.
Thank you to NOS Energy Drink for sponsoring the NOS Energy Drink National Midget Series all season long with the United States Auto Club. But also they have their little sampling pod set up. You can grab yourself a complimentary NOS beverage. And they got the new sugar-free out. And it is just as good as you hoped it would be. Just make sure you test that out before you leave here. As the 73 David Gasper fires off and rolls out onto the racetrack. Triple X chassis, one-way Chevrolet, power underneath the hood is a 73 car. Josh Ford Motorsports hot rod, regular with the Western States Midget Series. Now here to test it against the national racers. The officials directed them packed just a little bit down on the inside of turn number 3. Push Jeep coming around here, a very nice Jeep, and I think of that driving around town. There's a lot of Jeeps, and I mentioned this last year. Actually, I mentioned it every year I come out here, but I'm going to mention it again. The Rubicon, not too far from here. Just a phenomenal place if you want to go see some really, really cool Jeeps, or if you think you have a really cool Jeep or a Bronco or whatever you may have, if you think it'll go off-road, that's a good place to test your mettle. And I mean that in all spellings of the word. Being based out of Placerville. Downtown Placerville, California, for those of you that don't know, if you came out here and joined us for the first time or tuned in on FloRacing, very, very cool little downtown area. The Hangtown 100 named so because this used to be called Hangtown back in the Gold Rush days. This is where they brought the criminals to try, and unfortunately some of them got hung on the hanging tree, which is, you can see the stump. If you want to see the stump, the tree's gone. But the stump's still there in the basement of the bar downtown. I'd say it's a pretty good trade-off. If you're going to trade off a hanging tree for a bar, the whole scheme of things, I'll go with the bar every time. Grant, his NOS Energy Drink number 2 car, idles down there, sitting second in the national point standings. Picked up the Amsoil USAC National Sprint Car Championship in 2023 and went back-to-back. That top motorsports ride. Now out here in the RMS Racing Midget, and they're going to be driving for a championship next year, refocused at the end of the season as he picked up the BC 39 in a big way for Grant in the number 2 car. Get set to wake them up. Here we go. Number to beat, 12:052. You got to be quicker in Cannon McIntosh. You want to be quicker in Dirt Draft Hot Laps. Well, the Allentown, Pennsylvania racer, Gavin Miller, is going to be quickest one in this group. He goes fifth quick overall with the 12.240, 12.240. Top four remain as Cannon McIntosh, Emerson Axum, Jade Avedissian, and Braden Sharamonte. So Gavin Miller, the quickest out of group number 3 in the 97 car. So he rounds out those top 5. It'll take us into group number 4, our final group for Dirt Draft Hot Laps. Following this, we'll go into Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. He's coming out in the 4th group. Tanner Carrick picked up the win here on the opening night last year for the Lincoln, California racer in the 98 car. Brody Fuson out of Bakersfield, California, the 51 to 84 of Jesse Love out of Menlo Park, California. And then Tanner Thorson, Minden, Nevada racer, the 88, rolling out here with his hot rod. Chris Wyndham joins us, Canton, Illinois racer in the number 89. Shane Golubic out of Fremont, California in the 17W, the 9AU with Spencer Basin out of Lebanon, Indiana. And then Chance Crum, Snohomish, Washington racer behind the wheel of the 68W. Kyle Larson, Elk Grove, California, the 1K car joins us here this year. It's been a couple of years since we've seen him out here, or a few years, I should say, at the Hangtown 100 as he won the inaugural Hangtown 100 and calls Placerville his home track. So the 1K car coming out here in this 4th and final group for Dirt Draft Hot Laps.
USAC National Heat races throughout the season have not only pride, but a little extra bonus on the line as well. Thanks to our contingency sponsors, Simpson Race Products, Rod End Supply, and TJ Forge. Hoosier Racing Tires, the official tire of the United States Auto Club. For more information on the tires designed for champions, contact Hoosier Tire online at www.hoosiertire.com. USAC would like to thank VP Racing Fuels, the official fuel of USAC, as well as Racing Electronics, the official communications provider of USAC.
Fuson fires off the number 51 car, first one to take lights. Bakersfield, California racer, and the Rusty Carlisle, number 51. 2023 Western States Midget Champ, the youngest driver to pick up the Western States Midget Championship in the history of that series. Also runs with winged and non-winged sprint cars, but good to have Brody out here, and they are rocking a Stanton SR11X underneath the hood. The Rusty Carlisle 51. So Race Pop Motorsports, WE Taylor Backhoe, sponsors on that 51 car. Congratulations to him on a wonderful season. The Western States Midgets. Another young lad to keep your eye on. Tanner Thorson, the number 88 car, out on the racetrack as well. Made the trip up here from Oklahoma. Minden, Nevada is where he used to call home. Tanner Thorson Racing, FK Bob Hurley RV, and Swing Pull Perfections. Picked up the Leffler Memorial race this year. So the driver behind the wheel of the number 88. Chili Bowl champ last year. Started Tanner Thorson Racing with a Thor-built chassis. So he's running a Thor-built chassis under there. So coming out here with some new stuff for Tanner Thorson. Stanton SR11X underneath the hood. 2 feature event wins on the season with the National Series. Shane Golubic behind the wheel of the 17W car on the racetrack. Matt Wood Racing, number 17W. I only get to see him a few times a year behind the wheel of a midget, but always fun when we do so. The NOS Energy Drink 17W car. Former Indiana Midget Week champ. It's actually a 2-time Trophy Cup champ as well. We auto them around here and get ready to cut them loose. Again, if you want to be quickest in dirt draft hot laps, got to be quicker in Canada McIntosh, a 12:052, 12.052, and I believe McIntosh set our quick time last year out here at the racetrack and did it in a quite exciting fashion, if memory serves. So getting set to cut them loose here in just a moment. In other news, I was driving down here to the racetrack. This was 2 days ago and was coming through town. I'd like to stress that, through town, and a 6-point buck walked across the road in front of me in town. It was huge, big old muley. I had to take a picture and send it back home. So we are in the wilderness up here. Can you call it the wilderness? I feel like it's the wilderness. At least there's us and that buck anyhow. Which I'd say is pretty safe from the hunters if you're walking around downtown. Push Jeeps into the infield, get set to go, and I believe that might be the Jeep Club from out here coming out to help us out as the pushers for the Hangtown 100. Getting set to cut them loose again. The number to beat, 12:052, 12.052. A little different look for Tanner Carrick this year. The 98 car making his way down into turn number 1. And last year made history as he gave Keith Kunz Motorsports their 134th win to take number 1 USAC midget entrant of all time. That white car out there and a puff of smoke out of the exhaust. That was not from the overflow. So hopefully it just loaded up on him a little bit. But I would not like that if it was me. Well, Spencer Baste in the 9AU looked to be a little bit on the struggle bus down at Bakersfield whenever we were out the other night. He very much is not on the struggle bus here tonight as he goes second quick overall with the 12:082 in the 9AU car. He's the quickest out of this group. Kenna McIntosh still up top. Emerson Axon bumped down the third quick. Jesse Love is quick as well. He goes fourth quick overall in the 84 car. Jade Avedissian fifth quick. Looking down through here, hang on. I knew you have a question. Well, they wiped it clean. I'm sorry, I can't tell you where the 1K car was. We are reset and ready to go with Honest Abe Roofing qualifying, rolling out onto the racetrack. And again, I know I said it a couple times. I'll say it again because it's a different format tonight. You are qualifying against your heat race. They drafted themselves into 4 heat races. You qualify against your heat. You get points for qualifying. Then the 8 fastest cars are inverted in each heat race. That's how we line them up. We run for passing points. Your heat race winner in the top 4 in points from that heat race all advance. So 5 come out of the heats. That'll be 20 cars advancing from the heats. Everybody else goes to the Elliott's Custom Trailers and Karts semi-feature event. Will take the top 4 from the semi. A 24-car starting field here tonight. So a different format on night number 1, the Hangtown 100. We are set to go with Honest Abe Roofing qualifying.
Honest Abe Roofing, America's reliable roofer, will present the Fast Qualifying Award for all 3 USAC National Divisions throughout the 2023 season. Honest Abe has been installing, repairing, and maintaining residential roofs since 2005, and they want to give you a perfect roof to protect your home and keep you comfortable. Honest Abe provides the fastest service in the roofing industry, just like they're supporting the fastest driver in qualification. Visit honestaberoofing.com today to schedule your free roof inspection.
Here comes a young lady who was plenty quick in dirt draft hot laps. Going to be the first one rolling out onto the racetrack for Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. Track record 11.397. Tanner Thorson set that back in 2021. But our first group coming out, and again, you're qualifying against your heat race here tonight, but it's going to be Taylor Reimer out of Bixby, Oklahoma, the Link Chassis Speedway Toyota-powered number 25 K car, Yahoo, TRD, Buzzballs, all sponsors on that Keith Coods Kerbagajanian 25K will be the first one. Get out here and take a rip at it. And again, she was fast in dirt draft hot laps. She was our quick qualifier down in Bakersfield. She is due for a win. So keep your eye on that purple Yahoo car here tonight. So I think we're just about set to push off and have at it. Off past the flag stand. They'll take the green the next time by. As here comes Taylor Reimer. Was winning his female in history down at Port City Raceway, down in Tulsa. Made her USAC debut with the midgets back in 2021 down to Ocala. She'll take the green flag, go on the clock, and here we go. Off and running. Your first qualifier out on the racetrack as Taylor chases it down the back straightaway into 3. Going to work that high line. Now to turn number 4, drops the nose on it, grabs a little bit of gravity, and the time to beat for now is a 12.294, 12.294 for Reimer. Again, just needs to worry about qualifying against her heat race, not the field. Oh, almost gets biked up for the 25K car, wrestles out of it, goes quicker with the 12.212, 12.212 for Reimer. And here comes Franklin, Indiana racer Emerson Axum. Keith Coons, Kerbagajanian, Curb Records, TRD number 68 car. Another Link chassis with Speedway Toyota. 3 feature event wins on the year for him with the sprint cars. He has not visited victory lane in the midgets. Didn't race a lot of midgets this year, to be honest with you. Was looking forward to this swing. He's second quick on lap number 1 at 12.453, 12.453. Picked up that Eastern Storm Championship, though, with the sprint cars. He's tight down into the corner, and he's got trouble for the 68. This second lap will not be quicker. He'll stay second quick with that 12.453. So Reimer's still the one to beat. Here comes the 7X car. Team Mez, Thomas Meserol. Tim Engler owned number 7X, Engler Machine and Tool. Farrell Frameworks, IPC, all sponsors on that MF1 chassis. EA Stealth-powered 7X. Good attitude to that race car. You can hear it digging coming out of the corner, and he'll be third quick on lap number 1 at 12.503, 12.503. Diamonds off the corner and shoots down the back straightaway. Sparks off his rear binders. He takes a set on the 7X. Second lap coming around from Meserol. Second quick at 12.300, 12.300 for the 7X into the number 2 spot. It's your next qualifier. Put some good laps down around this joint. Whoa, he backs it down into the corner. That's Jake Andriotti out of Castro Valley, California. Pete Davis owned 00 Hothead Engine Heaters. Buchanan Automotive sponsors for Andriotti. Lap number 1, we'll see what he's got for us. Opening lap going to be fourth quick on the field at 12.893, 12.893. So fourth quick in his heat race. For now, so you got her pinned down in the corner and catches a little crease. And upsets the race car just a pinch in turn number 3. He's still quicker, but stays fourth quick at 12.691, 12.691. So next qualifier coming out to take time, your 5th car out of this heat race. That is the 14T, Caden Sorali out of Stockton, California. Grunstadt Enterprises, Matt Streeter Racing, number 14T, TNT Trucking, Liquid Knox. Sponsors for Sorali's. Lap number 1 for Caden, going to be 5th quick, a 13.020, 13.020. Heat 2 pulls the diamond down in turn number 1 and 2 and goes way up high on the entrance into turn number 3. A little tricky getting that into the racetrack. 14T second lap quicker as well, but he stays 5th quick with a 12.731, 12.731. Here comes the deceptively quick Logan Seavey as he bebops his way down into the corner. Sutter, California runner in the Abacus Racing, Honest Abe Roofing, Indy Custom Stone, Laura Kopetsky, Triax, CG CPAs, number 57. Skitters his way out, turn number 4, and second quick, a 12.234, 12.234, 22 thousandths of a second off the top spot. Reimer still up there, Seavey, no, he gets tight. Big push out across the racetrack, that'll cost him dearly. He will not get that number 1 spot away from Reimer. He'll stay second quick on the field. It's now the 71 Barai Eid Fresno, California racer takes the green flag. Link Chassis, Speedway Toyota, Keith Coons, Curb Agajanian, M&L Plumbing Company, TRD, Curb Records, all sponsors for Eid, and she slings it out, turn number 4. Withing kind of scoofed out there. She goes 5th quick on lap number 1 at 12.495. 12.495 as Eads up on the wheel down into 3, a little bit of a bike. Going to ride it around the rim, though, onto the front straightaway. Do the best she can with that lap, and she's not quicker. She'll stay 5th quick with the 12.495 from her first lap. Going to bring out your 8th qualifier. This is going to be Chase Johnson down into the corner, the number 31 car. Taking a green flag and going on the clock. Johnson. Penn Grove, California racer, Bauman Motorsports, Smart Machine Tool, Dave.com. Sponsors on the 31. Chase opening lap. Going to be 6th quick, a 12.676, 12.676. He's your 8th car to take time, an 8-car inversion. Keep that in mind as Chase drives it off that cushion. Out of turn number 4, and he goes all the way to the number 3 spot, a 12.293, 12.293, and your final qualifier in group number 1, or heat race number 1, Mitchell Moles out of Raisin City, California. Ryan Bolt Underwood Motorsports, AME Electrical, Messi Valley Transportation, number 19T. And again, been a butterfly valve the other night. It kind of cost him all night long. Tonight, he goes 9th quick on lap number 1 at 12.889, 12.889 for Moles. Needs to find some speed. So he catches a little something down into turn number 3. Second lap, goes 5th quick with a 12.308, 12.308. So Reimer, your quick time out of group number 1. We start group number 2. First one out of the gate's going to be the number 71, coming out of Clovis, California. Keith Coons, Curb Agajanian, Peel Citrus, Fowler Packing, Mobile 1 TRD. That's Jade Avedissian. 2023 Extreme Midget Champ. Lap number 1 for her is going to be a 12.469, 12.469. She'll do the power slide and drive down to turn number 1 and 2 and down the back straightaway. Good line down on the inside. Jade searching around the racetrack. Second lap coming across for the number 71 car, not as quick. She'll go a 12.565, so a 12.469 on the opening lap. Keeps her in that number 1 spot, or sets the number 1 spot in group number 2. But here comes Buddy Kofoid. 67K car, driver out of Penn Grove, California. And the Keith Coons, Curb Agajanian, Mobile 1 TRD, Curb Records, number 67K, drives through the apex at turn number 3 and 4. That was an interesting line for Kofoid. Quick time, 12.296, 12.296 into the number 1 spot for Buddy. Second lap, changes up the game plan. He's got something, kind of drifts through the corner, coasts onto the front straightaway. Not as quick, a 12.316. So 12.296, the number to beat for the 67K in group number 2. That'll bring out the number 4 car racer. Hailing from Clovis, California, Corey Day. And Willie Kane, number 4, Sander Engineering, 4C's Construction, Durst, number 4 car. And he works a low line down into turn number 3 and 4. First trip coming across for Corey. He's going to be 3rd quick on the field at 12.540, 12.540. That's a Worth Mopar underneath the hood. And to my knowledge, the only Mopar on property out here with us with the NOS Energy Drink National Midget Series. Second lap coming around for Corey Day. Better goes 2nd quick with a 12.388, 12.388 for Corey Day. As Dason Persley now rolls across. Locust Grove, Oklahoma runner, and Ron Bolt Underwood Motorsports number 19 car. Hustles down the back straightaway. AME Electrical, Mesilla Valley Transportation. As he gets tight, has to get out of the throttle big time in turn number 3. Opening lap's not going to be a good one. 4th quick with a 13.058, 13.058. Watch him adapt on lap number 2. Whatever that miscalculation in navigation was down turn number 3, he doesn't do it the second time. Second lap's going to be much better for Persley. In the 19 car, he'll go 3rd quick with the 12.425, 12.425. That'll bring out Kyle Bauman. Got to see Kyle race a couple times with us this year. The Bauman Motorsports, Dave.com, Smart Machine Tool number 31B out of Santa Monica, California. Spike chassis with a Stanton SR11X. He'll drive through the apex and snap the back end around. Hang on to it, Kyle. Unfortunately, that's going to cost him on lap number 2 as well. It'll be 5th quick with a 16.122, 16.122. You get that far sideways, he had to chase it down across the racetrack and loses time getting to the white flag, and his second lap is better, a 13.554, 13.554, but 5th quick for the 31B. It's another big drive up across the racetrack taking place for the number 9 car, the racer out of Brentwood, California, Tony Basacci. Own number 9 car, Mountain Cascade, J. Sizemore Trucking sponsors the 2021 Western States Midget Champ. Also picked her up Rookie of the Year honors that year. And lap number 1 coming across for Bauer. He's going to be 6th quick on the field, a 13.825, 13.825. He's tight down into the corner. We say tight, it means it can't turn. Keeps driving out across the racetrack. You don't want that. Unfortunately, he didn't want it on his second lap particularly. He is quicker, though. Goes 5th quick with a 13.275, 13.275, so able to snake into the number 5 spot. So we'll send Shannon McQueen down into the corner. She's going to work the low line for the number 7. Shoots her out across the racetrack for the Tehachapi, California runner. She's a CPA by trade. These are her final few races beyond a wheel race car. Going to hang up the helmet. The McQueen Racing ride comes across 7th quick on the field of 13.776. Simpson Race Products, Walker Filtration, EBCO sponsors on the number 7. Second lap looks to be a tick quicker for the number 7 car. We'll see where she's gone. She goes 5th quick with a 13.148, 13.148 for McQueen. It's now the number 14, Braden Shiramonte. Heats gets tight down the corner. Boy, it is tricky getting into that end of the racetrack for some reason here tonight. El Cajon, California is where he calls home. The Gary Silva Ranches TNT Trucking number 14 car coming around for lap number 1. Shiramonte goes 5th quick, a 13.034, 13.034. Buddy Kofoid the quickest, a 12.296. And again, an 8-car inversion when we line them up for the heat race action tonight. Shiramonte, better lap. He'll go 3rd quick with a 12.407, 12.407. And your final car in group number 2 out of Bixby, Oklahoma. CB Industries, Gear Wrench, TRD, PristineAuction.com, 86 of Canna McIntosh. Saw the back end waggle around on him getting out of the corner. Now he's got the front end in the air. A little push at the exit. Lap number 1's not going to be his best lap. He'll go 6th quick, though, a 12.945, 12.945 for McIntosh. Looking for lap number 2. Not happening. Not going to be happy with himself after that one. A little slower on the second lap, obviously, a 13.928. So Buddy Kofoid going to be quick as the group number 2 brings out group number 3. This is the 81 car of Bryant Wiedemann out of Colby, Kansas. CB Industries, Nutrient Ag Solutions, NOS Energy Drink, PristineAuction.com, and KNC Drywall sponsors for the 81 car. Picked up a win with the Midget Series, National Midget Series this season. So he gets down into the corner there for Bryant Wiedemann. Wiedemann just going to ride a wheelie through the apex down here. We'll see what our quick time is going to be set here for Bryant Wiedemann. So unfortunately, didn't get a time on that. We'll see if we get something here in just a little bit. Here comes David Gasper, the number 73 car. The lead of California racer, Josh Ford Motorsports, Nature Ripe, Sure Can, JST Shocks, number 73. Had a significant emotional event, we like to call that, down the corner right there. He gets it under control, and he's doing a smart thing right now. He's going to drive back around and get a run on his second lap. He knows the first lap's a throwaway, and that was a veteran move right there for the David Gasper. So he's going to try to make it up on the second lap. We're going to ignore that first lap time. This is the one that's going to count for him. So we'll give it the what for. Incidentally, Bryant Wiedemann went a 12.684. 12.684. So Gasper gets across. Quick time, 12.438, 12.438 for David Gasper. What a recovery for the number 73 car. That was awesome. Carson Macedo is going to take a stab at it now. 99AU car, the team coming out of Australia, Dyson Motorsport. Complete parts and equipment, Tarleton & Son, Empire. Macedo out of Lemoore, California. That's a King chassis. And he's going to go second quick on lap number 1 at 12.630, 12.630. Speedway Toyota underneath the hood as Macedo's got her on to chip down into turn number 3. Good line onto the front straightaway. This could be it. Quick time, 12.406, 12.406. Macedo goes P1. That will now bring out Jacob Denny, Galloway, Ohio racer, to Trent Shoring, Rodella Specialty Fabrication, number 25 car. Brand new race car. That's a Link chassis. They made the move to Link chassis. Built these cars just for this Western swing. Looking towards next year, and he goes quick time. 12.262, 12.262 for Jacob Denny. Ed Pink Toyota underneath the hood of the Tom Maloyo, number 25 car. Second effort coming across, not as quick, a 12.309, so a 12.262. Denny, P1 right now for the number 25, and your fourth car to take time. Here comes number 5. It's going to be the 57W cars he scored, Matt Wood Racing. FK Rod Ends, Diversified Machine Smith Titanium, and that is Landon Brooks out of Rio Oso, California. Giving it to what for. He's got some laps around this joint. He knows the line. He goes 5th quick. Lap number 1 at 12.753. 12.753. Got real light getting into turn number 1. That thing coming up off the ground. Oh! It's got whipped around down at turn number 3. That scrubs a lot of speed. Second lap not going to be as good, or it is not as good. A 13.300. So 12.753. First lap, best lap, 5th quick for the 57W. We'll see what Flying Ryan Timms has in store. Timms, the gasser, out of Wheatland, Oklahoma. Keith Tunes, Germack, JBL Audio, TRD Mobile 1, number 67. He's going to sell some T-shirts down to turn number 3, and lap number 1 is going to be 6th quick on the field. Or 5th quick, rather, with a 12.737, 12.737 for Timms. He'll slow the entrance into turn number 3. Nice adaptation by the young gun. His second lap better. He'll go fourth quick with a 12.552, 12.552. As he figures some things out. Now we'll see what Gavin Miller does. Miller, the racer out of Allentown, Pennsylvania. That Link chassis, Speedway Toyota powered 97 car, Ibach Springs TRD, Keith Coons, Kerbag, and Janian. He's got a good line for the 97. He's taking on a little texture. He'll go second quick. Lap number 1 to 12.354, 12.354. Denny with the 12.262, the number to beat. He'll try to straighten out turn number 3, drop the nose, grab gravity. The 97 second effort coming across is quicker, but still second quick. A 12.299, 12.299. Missed the top spot by 37 thousandths of a second. And now we'll see what the Ione, California racer can do. Justin Grant in the RMS Racing, NOS Energy Drink, and EnviroFab Response Management Services. Number 2 cars got him up in the fluff. Big drive down off. It's the run right here for the number 2 car. Quick time, 12.233, 12.233. You got to go where they ain't. Ain't nobody working that fluffy side up on the high side. We'll see what he's got on lap number 2. Found a smooth line. He scoped it out. He's going to go quicker with a 12.198, 12.198 for Justin Grant. Eyeball that. He's the fastest overall as well as now Hayden Reinbold. The 19 AZ car has picked up the pace considerably here in the latter stages of this season. Reinbold, Underwood Motorsports, AME Electrical, Mesilla Valley Transportation, number 19 AZ. Coming around your final car in group number 3, lap number 1, 7th quick on the field of 12.586. 12.586 for Reinbold. So he'll drive it down into the corner. Catch the crease, power onto the front straightaway. Second lap, better, stays 7th quick with a 12.584, but Justin Grant quickest overall with a 12.198. So we'll move into group number 4, our final group. Here's the Triple Crown champ, the racer out of Canton, Illinois, Big Daddy, Chris Wyndham at the CB Industries, NOS Energy Drink, PristineAuction.com, KNC Drywall, number 89 car. Firing out of turn number 4, lap number 1 is a 12.550, 12.550. Look at that carve on the low line in turn number 1 and 2. Did not diamond it off that time. We'll see if it pays dividends for the number 89 car. So Wyndham rolls around. Second effort coming across. It does. He goes to 12.218. 12.218 for Chris Wyndham. Is now Shane Golubic. Fremont, California. I knew it started with an F. I was close. Matt Wood Racing, NOS Energy Drink, FK Rod Ends, DMI Smith Titanium sponsors on the 17W car, and he kind of eases into turn number 3 for Golubic. Opening lap for the 17W, second quick at 12.568, 12.568, 0.3 of a second off. Here's Wyndham's time in his 4th and final group. Golubic gets catched with the whip. Back that thing around there in turn number 3, cost him time. He'll stay second quick with the 17W car. And now we will see what Spencer Basin can do. He was second quick overall in Dirt Draft Hot Laps, if I'm not mistaken. And this is the 9AU car, the Dyson Motorsport, complete parts and equipment, Tarleton Sun Empire, not AU. As Basin gets across, he'll go quick time, 12.202, 12.202 for the 2022 Kevin Gobrick Rookie of the Year with the World of Outlaw Series. Second effort coming across for Baston's better yet, a 12.158, 12.158. Spencer Baston's got her super tuned here tonight. It's Chance Crum. 68W car now rolls out. Baston just went quickest overall as well. Crum out of Snohomish, Washington. The 68 Motorsports Competition Suspension Inc. Trico Construction, number 68W car, lap number 1 for Crum. 4th quick on the field of 12.679, 12.679. Stewart chassis with Esslinger BB7 underneath the hood. He's going to try to change up the lane down at turn number 3 and 4. Unfortunately, cost him a little bit of time right there. And second lap not quite as good, a 12.813. So 12.679, he'll be 4th quick for the 68W cars. Here comes Kyle Larson. Larson, the Elk Grove, California racer, the Kyle Larson Racing, HendrickCars.com, FloRacing number 1K car on the clock for the 2-time Chili Bowl champ. As he drives her on the high line, boy, smooth as fast. That's smoother than chicken lips. Lap number 1, going to be second quick, a 12.178, 12.178. Second quick to Baston. He needs 0.02 of a second. Larson pushing hard for the 1K car, asking of it. Comes across, quick time, 12.107, 12.107, and quickest overall for Larson. Keep your eye on this one, though. This is your track record holder, the racer out of Minden, Nevada, Tanner Thorson Racing, FK Bob Hurley RV, Swimming Pool Perfections, number 88 car. Tanner Thorson might have something to say about it. Opening lap's going to be 4th quick on the field of 12.299, 12.299. And catches a little something down to turn number 1 to 2. You saw it get up on the bike for just a moment. And that might be all it took. Thorson knows, not as quick. Yep, 12.417, so 12.299. He'll stay 4th quick in the 88 car. This There's a quick car as well. Jesse Love, 2023 ARCA Menard Series champ behind the wheel. The Menlo Park, California runner in CB Industries, homesmiles.com, pristineauction.com, KC Drywall. Number 84 car, lap number 1 is going to be third quick at 12. 187. 1:2.187. Yeah, I'd take her back into the pits as well. Knew that was going to be a throwaway lap. He says, you know what? Might as well head on back. Good enough to get him third quick overall, however. So here comes Brody Fusen. Racer picking up that Western States Midget Championship this year. The young gun out of Bakersfield, California. Rusty Carlisle, number 51. Race Palm Motorsports. W.E. Taylor Backhoe sponsors on to 51. He's got it singing a merry tune. Lap number 1 is going to be 6 quick on the field at 12.485. 1:2.485 for Brody. So he runs her deep down into turn number 3. Somehow smoothed that out at that end of the racetrack, kind of in the middle vicinity, and he's quicker. He's going to stay 6 quick overall. My apologies, just a tick slower. It wasn't much, though. My math is not that good. Here we go. 9th car to take time. This was your winner last year on the opening night of the Hangtown 100 out of Sacramento, California. Keith Kuhn, Skirbag-Janian. D.R. Horton, CBC Concrete 98. Tanner Carrick coming around here for lap number 1. Carrick opens up with a 6 quick pass at a 12.301. 1:2.301 for Tanner. That thing chatters down into turn number 3. And another smooth, fast line coming out of the 98 car. Third quick with a 12.172, 1:2.172. Final qualifier goes third quick in his group. But your quick time overall here tonight, Kyle Larson with a 12.107. With that, Honest Abe Roofing qualifying goes into the books and is complete. So we'll send those cars back in towards the pit area. We'll see if we can get Kyle out here to have a chat with Drake York. It's coming up next. Going to be our Lightning Sprint Hot Laps group qualifying, and then we'll go into our opening ceremonies, heat races. And again, from the heats, they got points for qualifying. We invert the 8 fastest cars in each of the heat race winner, and the 4 top points runners overall in each heat advance into the feature event. So 5 coming out of each heat, but not necessarily the top 5 in a running order. Just keep that in mind. Don't be confused by that. I don't know how he keeps his cowboy hat on at those speeds. That was impressive. That was like a sprint across the racetrack, and that thing never moved. Oh, and hugs for everyone. So as we wait for our quick qualifier, or quickest overall, I should say, to come down here, I'll remind you we're going to have midgets at Merced coming up on Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. Love to see you out there. And then on Friday and Saturday, the Turkey Night Grand Prix at Ventura Raceway. So only 4 races remain. Well, in addition to tomorrow night, I guess technically 5 races remain. The Nos Energy Drink National Midget Series 2023 season. Thank you again for coming out and joining us here tonight. Thanks for joining us on FloRacing. A little wheel packing taking place here with our push trucks, or push Jeeps as the case may be. Continue on through tonight's festivities. The opening night of the Hangtown 100. A nice little history that's been developed out here. And again, tomorrow night, obviously, there's a race winner tonight gets the payday. Tomorrow night, the feature event winner gets a payday. But also, the overall points champion for the weekend gets $12,500 here at the Hangtown 100. So 3 drivers, in fact, well, could be the same driver twice, but you know what I'm saying. 3 drivers, in fact, get a payday here at Placerville Speedway. Just kind of one of those neat formats. And the only 100-lap feature event for the midgets throughout the season. So a couple special things taking place. And I see Lightning Sprints on the move. So at this point, oh, wait, here comes a golf cart. Stand by, Drake. He might be on his way. Lo and behold, it is Kyle Larson coming down here to chat with Drake York. We'll send it down to you, Drake.
Thanks a lot, Chet, making his return to the Placerville Speedway tonight. How about a race fans for Young Money, Kyle Larson? Kyle, first off, welcome back to the Placerville Speedway. Second, a lot of people in turn number 3 were really flirting with that high side and the fluffy stuff. How did you find that perfect balance between aggression and precision up there to lay down that lap?
Yeah, it's tricky. I mean, there's a lot of holes up there, and thankfully, you know, a handful of guys before me started moving up and kind of opened it up and cleaned it up enough for me to be a little bit more confident up there. But still, the track's got a lot of character, so pretty sketchy, especially with not being in a midget for a year. So was kind of had my hands full in hot laps, but yeah, went better in qualifying than I thought I would. So good to get a quick time here, and hopefully we can beat this weather and get the rest of the night in.
That leads me to my next question. Of course, you and Paul Silva have a great history, not only in sprint cars, but of course in midgets, winning 2 Chili Bowls together. Did you guys kind of have to dust off the old notebooks for Placerville this weekend?
Yeah, no, I mean, Paul's not typically a midget guy, doesn't really like midget racing, but we didn't perform as good as we wanted to a couple years ago, the last time we ran this, and ever since then he's wanted to get racing again. So thankfully it worked out where I can get back here, and good to start off, you know, with a quick time, but I still think we got a long ways to go to get the balance right, which I don't know if you're ever going to get the balance where you want it to be when it's rough, but we'll see. But anyways, thanks all you fans for coming out. Thanks Mike Kelly for the cash, and we'll see what we got for the rest of the weekend.
Kyle Larson, your Honest Abe Roofing quick time qualifier for the 20th time of his national career.
And with that, we will finally send it over to GT, who has been patiently waiting this entire evening.
Well, I appreciate it, Chet Christner. I've been sitting over here having my NOS sugar-free beverage. Highly recommended if you haven't had a chance to go down and visit the NOS stand. Pick up your sugar-free NOS. That's a brand new flavor. The first time we've had it out here in California, I believe. As the BCRA Lightning Sprint's on track for the first time tonight, we have 23 total signed into the pit area. This year is the 3rd straight season that the Lightning Sprints have been the companion class here at the Hangtown 100. So right now they are going to have hot laps, and then those cars will also pull to the infield just like you saw with the midgets, and then they'll